Gotta be honest here, the first time I heard the name GoldenGoose, I was a bit spooked. There used to be a Ponzi scheme running around in this niche that we are in right now. It used to be called Golden Goose, Golden Egg, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But the point is, you go beyond the name, you go beyond the meaning, and then you understand what this is about. So this project has been released by a community member of ours and his team. So first things first, we're very proud that right now we're having more and more people in the community, and they are people who are building projects either themselves or within a team or helping others do that. And we're seeing this more and more, and we're very happy to put all of these things together under one umbrella and bring light to projects who actually make sense and are not just literal Ponzi scheme. And with that, let's explain what GoldenGoose is about. I'm gonna preface everything, by saying that this is no chill video, just because we're talking about a project that one of the main members of that project is part of our community. Doesn't mean that we're gonna give him an easy time, doesn't mean that we're gonna speak so highly of the project. No, this will be similar to any other video on this channel, meaning pros, cons, no chill. All right, just wanted to put things out there so you don't think that there's biasing here. Okay, now jumping into this, so the TLDR of this is still within the Forex crypto trading niche, and we've seen many downfalls in this, and we're really interested to see who are going to be the ones left standing. All right, it's going to be the honest teams, it's going to be the people who aren't really emotional when it comes to trading and making decisions on behalf of other people's finances. That's very important. All right, so the quick TLDR is that they do leverage in-house trading bots. Okay, so they do trade the Forex market for now, at least. This market opens from Monday to Friday and closes on weekends, following the stock market and the commodity market. So there's not much info yet about the in-house trading bots, other than the fact that they've done them themselves. Okay, so they're not using a third party again, but what they're using are two big brokers. One is called FBS, the other is called XS. So these brokerages firms are really high on the ladder. I think they're top 15 or so. So they do execute trades very quickly, and they're very smooth, and the customer support is decent there. All right, so this is something that you should know, because at the end of the day, this is where all the trades are happening. So money is going in and money is going out of these brokerages. Now, again, since they're very new, they basically opened deposits like 3-4 days ago almost. You cannot really tell in regards to past performances. Okay, now they tested their bots. They claim that they tested their bots for months, and they claim, if you read on the docs, on the white paper, they claim that they're gonna aim for 10% profits every single month. So that's the goal, that's how much they want to reach. Okay, so it could be less, it could be more. Remember, those are averages, those are numbers that aren't really proven yet. Now, a few technical things. So you invest with USDT, it's built, so the dApp itself, it's built on the Binance Smart Chain. There's a minimum of 100 USDT to be invested, and they will distribute profits on a monthly basis. So they're not gonna have those profits roll in every single week or every single day. No, they will let them accumulate and distribute them once. There's 1% deposit fee, which makes sense. So usually these deposit fees cover admin costs, so moving money around, they cover the licenses, so on and so forth, website hosting costs. So these things are covered by that 1% deposit fee. And 80% of the profits are distributed, because the 19% are going to be given as performance fee to the team. So again, the performance fee model is a model that makes sense, especially nowadays, because it incentivizes the team to keep working, because they're earning while you earn, they're earning as well, and they're earning more than you are because they're handling your money. So it makes perfect sense. There's a 30-day lockup period, so when you enter the dApp, you can only exit after 30 days, and you have to wait up to 2 weeks when you submit withdrawal request. You know how it works. You cannot immediately take off your money. because you have to wait. So if they are in the middle of trades, remember, people invest in the smart contract, they take that money and go to the brokerages. If they are in the middle of trades, especially on weekends, they cannot do anything, right? So remember that there's always a lag between you requesting a withdrawal and them executing it. So these are the main things you need to understand about how this operates. So there's nothing too flashy, there's nothing extremely new. The main two selling points of every similar project is one, team trust and team commitment, and two, the trading bots and how powerful they actually are. So are they actually good enough to produce consistent profits, or there aren't? And unfortunately, again, this information cannot really be verified, at least for GoldenGoose as of yet, because they're still very early in their process. Now, I'll also put a few highlights here and there. So again, most of these things that I'm mentioning today are more claims than facts, okay? So because you don't have results to base the claims on, you have to go by whatever you see. So the trading bots, the algorithm behind them apparently uses DCA strats and mainly technical analysis. Now, just a few words about technical analysis. If you, I mean, of course you've heard the term here and there, but just a few things to understand. There are some patterns in the market that people identify and bet against or for, all right? So these patterns, they tend to identify trends and momentum mainly. So just to give you an example, there's one that goes around very frequently and very, I mean, it's out there. It's called the Relative Strength Index, or RSI. So RSI technically measures the price momentum. So how quickly traders are bidding on the price. So and that price momentum scale has a 0 to 100 spectrum, all right? So if it's below 30 means it's oversold. Technically, people tend to go buy that asset when it is oversold, and when it's overbought, they tend to sell it. Now, none of this is proven science. It's just human psychology / human behavior, all right? So it's just how people draw patterns and they tend to work with them. It's at the end of the day, it's how well you execute those patterns versus the other traders. There's also moving averages, which are typically monthly, weekly, or yearly, and usually those averages indicate the trend. So if it goes above that moving average, means there's momentum, there's an uptrend, there's momentum upwards, and below it's the other way around. And one last indicator I'm gonna mention is called the Bollinger Band, and this one usually draws three bands. So one is on the upper limit, the second one is on the lower limit on the chart. That's what I mean by lower limit, upper limit, and one is on the moving average. So if it goes above the upper, means it's overbought, below the lower, it's oversold, and in the middle, it's trading sideways. So I'm just gave you a few examples to understand that it's all about human psychology. Again, I'm repeating myself, and market behavior and momentum, okay? So they also say that they're gonna provide trade proof through the dApp. You can access this through the dApp. Go to the MyFX books and see if they're profiting or losing money. They also released an audit report with solid proof. Now, on the audit report, I'm gonna show you quickly, shortly. There are no critical or high issues. There are 2 medium issues and low issues, but those are also trivial. And you should know that right now they're still in beta. So they released the beta version, which will supposedly end at the end of the month. So you have like 2 days by the time I release this, if you want to enter the app and trade with the guys. So after that, I guess they will go fully, operational and try to expose the project to more and more people. Again, the success rate of this project depends on how well they're handling situations and how profitable they are. So the more that happens, the more they build that trust, the more they attract TVL. And as we've seen so far, I don't think any one of these stand out. We are yet to see this. I'm not saying GoldenGoose will be the one. I'm just saying that they and others could be the one. So let's see how they're gonna behave from now on, okay? So like I said, I'll quickly just hover to the audit report. It's quickly loading right now, because at the end of the day, I said there aren't no critical or high issues. So the medium issues, so to speak, we're talking about owner draining the invested funds, and that goes with the business model, right? You invest, they take the money, they trade, so that's fine. That follows the model. And there are logical errors where the owner can actually manipulate the contract in terms of setting up taxes and so on. So he still has his hand or her hand on the contract in terms of, you know, moving things around. And there's one small low issue. It's called missing zero address validation. And this is something that, again, is very trivial. It's not something that one should be worried about. With that, I'm going to conclude the video here. I really hope I provided you enough information to at least make up somewhat your mind about GoldenGoose. Now, again, there's the white paper. You can check that out. There's a Telegram group. You can check it out for announcements, so on and so forth. I'll leave a handle to Kai's link, to Kai's Telegram chat below if you want to ask him questions. You can also do that by visiting our community chat, DeFi Ascension. I'll leave a link below. Very well matured individuals in that chat. We discuss everything CreFi. I combined the two words, DeFi and crypto. And if you are somebody who enjoys a nice conversation, who wants to learn, and who provides his opinion within the realms of respect and chill, you're very welcome to join us. Honestly, it's a very cool room and you'll learn a lot. And other than that, one more extra thing. The issue with past failures in this crypto forex niche, that's what I call it, that's not an official name, is that less and less liquidity is inclined to enter new teams within this niche. So in order for them to prove themselves, they need to work hard, they need to earn people's trust, and they need to basically execute everything that they want to do. Will there be the ones to actually be trustworthy and not become greedy and run away with the money? I cannot tell you straight away. Remember the audit report. The owner can take the funds. You cannot hold them accountable, and unfortunately KYC is useless nowadays. Even if it's with solid proof. I mean, it's not producing any much impact, to be honest. So the point is, like I said, there's no vetting here. I and everybody else who are interested in something like this, we are waiting to see if these guys are gonna actually be the ones to turn out to be legit. And I really hope they do, all right? But let's wait and see again. With that, see you in the next one. Have a good one.